Hey Michelle, I'm Patrick Bell, and Ralph suggested I put together this little short video for you, kind of like a teaser, just to give you an idea of what we've got up our sleeves here. So I started studying Jay's material about 15 years ago. I was living in Japan, and I built some software around some of his concepts, and now I've refined it into a system, and I've used that in Africa and Asia and now in North America. We have a solution that you could use as a plug and play in your business, which is perfectly adaptable and applicable to Jay's content. And it wouldn't cost you much, if anything, to initiate, because we've already created the content, and Ralph and I, of course, would be willing to jump in and to manage it. I believe that a lot of consultants around the world are jealous of Jay because they admire his ability to take all this information and synthesize it and adapt it to any situation. But they don't want to actually put in the hours and the years that it takes to be able to do that themselves. But what I think we have here is a solution for them that they could easily adapt, kind of like getting Jay in a box. So what I'd like to show you that right now. So we start with a profit calculator. We get the client's annual revenues, and then their net profit margin and gross profit margin. And everything else in the spreadsheet updates automatically. Then we have a series of 23 mind maps that you can see going across the bottom. And maybe we might, besides some foundational questions, we'll start in the USP. And you'll see some foundational questions we'll ask at the beginning. And then as we go down through the spreadsheet, we come to these questions that could be answered in one of two ways. So we ask a question, in this case, are you currently using risk reversal in your selling? If they say no, we go in this direction. And if they say yes, we go in the other direction. And everything goes to monetize. So I put here 5%. It could be 3% we put in there, but we can leave it at 5. And we'll see what happens in the profit calculator. It automatically updates in there. And we see their expected increase in revenue. 5% of 2 million is 100,000. They're currently making 400,000 as a net profit, but the actual profit from increase is 40,000 because we're looking at gross profit margin. And so the actual percentage impact is 10% on their business. So over 5 years, we want to look at that as well, because if we can cement these this new change in with great policies and procedures, we might see that last over 5 years. So we have a $200,000 impact over 5 years. Out of 23 areas, we might find 10 or 12 definite areas of breakthrough. So I've gone ahead and put 5% over just 10 areas. And we see the overall impact is a 62.89 cumulative growth in their revenues, which has a 126% impact on profits. So then we can go also over to my ROI calculator, and depending on what your consulting rate is, the consultant could put that in there. Maybe it's $5,000 a month. 1 year contract is $60,000. Their profit impact here is taken from the profit calculator tab. We see the ROI for consulting services in the first year is 839%. So this allows a consultant to close a deal very quickly. Now this is just the front end. I'm going to go to the back end next. On the back end, we know the consultant has to write and deliver a report, probably a presentation. So these are both templated for them. It's done for them. And then we have to help the client implement solutions. And so we have all the blueprints for the clients to implement solutions. So they know exactly how to lead their client to success in each aspect of the implementation phase. So there's a lot more in this that we've developed. Our thought is that we'd put all of this content into a membership site. So we capture this upfront revenue, but also ongoing passive monthly revenue. I know if we work together, you'd probably want your tech team to build that membership site and have access to it and control over it and the content that goes in there. Just so we're clear here, we're talking about bringing this content, this system into the Abraham Group as an exclusive partnership with you, if that's something that you're interested in. Of course, you'd have the full oversight over that. So I'd love to connect with you on this. There's so many iterations and possibilities of where this could go. I think it's just a matter of deciding what needs to get done and jumping in and doing it. So I'd love to connect. All the best to you. Bye-bye.